What's up YouTube? My name is Lexi. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. It has been a really long time since I actually have uploaded a video. I actually should be opening this video up by saying Happy New Year. And I hope your new year is going well. As my first video, let's start off with something light and I want to talk about music. This video is actually inspired by Bow Wow. Bow Wow made a very poignant point about the music and basically just how timeless our music is not. Okay, the music right now, I'm a very big music lover, very passionate about music, and I feel like we have lost our way musically for a very long time, and I would like to see that turned around and bring the passion back, bring all of that shit back in 2026. So if you like my vibe, do subscribe. Now without further ado, let's get right on into the video because I have things to say on this topic. So boom. So recently Bow Wow sat down at Sway's Universe and he was basically talking about music. So there's a small clip that I just want to insert over here just so that we are all on the same page about what we're talking about here.
They ain't making good music. Ain't nobody making nothing timeless. Ain't nobody making music that makes the ladies cry or feel some type of way when they put it on.
And
like it's just a lot of right now music. You know what I'm saying? Even the biggest records. You gonna care about this record 8 years from now? But if you make that music that it's timeless and you write it right and it lasts forever, you gonna be here. Like it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what we miss. We missing substance.
I am a huge music lover. I love soca. Obviously I love soca since I'm West Indian. Grenada. All right, but I love soca. I love R&B. I love rap. Like I love rap that makes sense, or just rap that is going to intrigue or induce my mind to think about things. Like for example, like Lil Wayne back in the day, he used to be one of my favorite artists because he just the wordplay, like real G's moving silence like lasagna. Like what do you mean? How did you even come up with something like that? You know what I mean? So I love when artists, I think, took time to develop their craft, develop their skills, develop a story that they want to articulate to a listener, etc., etc. And right now, I feel like we're in a day and age where it's just a lot of get-rich-quick kind of music, very superficial music, doesn't make you think about things. It just doesn't hit the same way. There was some music that you would hear that just hit you in the soul, just make you feel good. It just makes you be like, damn, like I can't wait to be in love with somebody so I can really experience those emotions, or yo, like whatever that person said, it really made me think about that, like perspective or whatever, you know. TikTok has definitely ruined the attention span of the general consumer these days. Like I find that people are having a difficult time struggling to ingest music that is longer than like a 30-second clip or something like that. Like if it's longer than that, it's just like you get bored, or you're just trying to skip, or you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that, and I don't understand why that is. So much so that some artists today are taking bridges out of their songs, and sometimes the bridge is really, you know, that was the part that really spoke to your spirit, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, we're losing bridges, we're losing attention span of people, we're losing passion. I don't know when's the last time I've heard a good song full of pining, you know? It doesn't even always have to necessarily be like, baby, please get on my knees and, you know, I'm gonna do anything for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be that, but there's a way sometimes where you could sing about somebody passionately, or sing about something where it just makes you feel, or the other person receiving is gonna be like, damn, like we don't have instances of that. 20 years from now, when we are watching these award shows, who is going to be celebrated? Who are we going to be singing back to? Who are we going to do these monumental tributes to? Like, the only person that I could think of off the top of my head really would be Beyonce. And even so, like, that's a lot of pressure for one person to really be holding the mantle to, you know? We have Coco Jones, for example. I love Coco Jones. I love her music. I love her musicality. I love her voice. She's just beautiful as hell. Like, Coco Jones, mwah, chef's kiss all around. What you want, baby. But Coco is in an era where she's making these beautiful, her album was actually really bomb, and I'm just so sad that it doesn't get the accolades or the recognition or talked about as much as it actually deserves. Another artist I could think of that is in the same boat would be Chloe. I said, take it easy, I will do the work. Work, better work, baby, work that thing. Chloe, I I feel like her issue is the fact that she was just born too late. Like, I don't know. I just think that Chloe is also super dope, and she's super talented. She could create these songs from scratch. Like, she makes her own beats. She's a producer. She has these amazing vocals. Her creativity, like her level of creativity, really would have been appreciated by like the D'Angelos, the Angie Stones, people like that, you know, like, I don't know, it just doesn't resonate too much with the current atmosphere of music. You know what I know that we lost our way musically? When Throat Baby came out. The young nigga come play in your throat, deep stroke your throat till I make you choke, Throat Baby. When Throat Baby came out, I was like, you know, and it did well. I was just like, you know what? You could just pack it on up and call it a day. Our music now is lacking so much substance. There's so many things you could explore musically. There's so many topics that we could be talking about. We could talk about our friends. We could talk about, you know, like for example, Destiny's Child, Girl.
Girl, I can tell you've been crying and you're needing somebody to talk to. Girl.
That was just all about girls, friendship, having a good time with your girl, being supportive as a friend, etc., etc. Like, you have just a simple concept, and these people were able to create art around just an everyday concept that everybody could relate to. The relatability is also missing in music. I think like right now we're in this day and age where the men are no longer pining anymore. The women are tired of being objectified back in the day, when that's pretty much what women were reduced to, and then they kind of shot back with the whole I'm a hot girl, I'm a city girl, I'm a this type of girl, da 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 da. But I feel like that was a direct reaction to hearing certain perspectives that are not necessarily giving them the greatest of lights. For me personally, I definitely do resonate, or I live in the 90s, early 2000s era of music. Like, my sister is always joking with me. She's just like, oh my god, like, you have this old song. I'm just like, yeah, because that was the last time I was able to feel something. We could even use Bow Wow. Bow Wow songs, like, I grew up with Bow Wow. Like, Bow Wow was a soundtrack to my childhood and whatnot. But even so, like, some of his songs are just iconic. Like, Take You Home, for example. Just that beat, the way it sounds, like, it's just, you know, you're back in your 4th grade when you was over here learning how to do the little Harlem Shake and everything like that, you know?
You can copy, but it's only gonna be 1 minute.
There are some artists where you would hear their song and you could think back to where you were when the song dropped, what you were doing, what you were wearing, what was the vibe at the time. Like, there's just some songs that just catapult you back at that time and space. And I don't feel like a lot of artists right now are able to cultivate that. It's a lot of nonsense, a lot of just rap, for example. It's just the same repetitious motifs every single time, and it's like, you have all this talent in you. You have all this talent to create or to write or to really passionately influence, you know, the times and whatnot. You could really inspire people, and instead you choose to write songs that really don't have any substance. Women, all we're doing is listening to music that is full of modern day prostitution and basically just talking about how wet your private parts are versus somebody else. Like, there's nothing wrong with these songs or these moments individually. There's nothing wrong with these type of songs, like a one-off or something like that or whatever. We could accept that because obviously music of all genres have had those one standoffs or whatever, but as a collective, as a conglomerate, the genre still survives because there's other people talking about other things. At the same time, as much as we are tired of hearing the same kind of music and whatnot, when other artists are coming forward and they're putting their best foot to actually create something that sounds different, like, I've been so happy seeing Leon Thomas being received the way that he's been received. I could even use Kehlani, for example. Kehlani has been singing for a very long time, okay? I've been rocking with her from since Sweet Sexy Savage. That album was actually really good and did not get the accolades that it deserved. And I think that it's been so interesting watching her progression from then till now with Folded.
Come pick up your clothes, I had them folded.
Folded is just such a good song. It's such a good song, but I feel like it's really being able to withstand the test of time now because we're at a point where I feel like the music is resetting. I feel like we're at a point where music is, where a lot of people like myself are searching for the passion, and Folded is such a vulnerable song. And the thing about music is that the music that you listen to, like, it dictates a lot of things, and I don't think a lot of people realize how much it dictates. It dictates the way that you are influenced to interact with each other. Like when the music was all about love and lovey-dovey and stuff like that or whatever, it was very like emotional. It inspired people to want to get in healthy relationships. So you just like that's just what the mood was, you know. But now we're in this era of like the culture, the music is basically telling you to act like people are discardable, and then you realize why that's translating in real life, why your relationships aren't working out, why you can't communicate on a personal level, etc., etc. But it's because you're listening to things that are literally brain rotting your mind or rewiring your mind to think about relationships or how you are interacting with other people in a way that is just not productive at all. We could even bring it back to the whole Drake and Kendrick beef. I liked that beef particularly because I felt like it was basically Kendrick reigniting the passion back in rap music. I feel like we have had Drake usher in a lot of mumble rap, a lot of crappy music, a lot of just things that just artists that honestly have contributed to the downfall of hip hop. I'm just going to leave it as that and move on. So I'm not saying that there are no artists at all, but I'm saying like when it comes to mainstream, like there's some artists where sometimes I'll just be listening to my Apple like shuffle and just hear what's new or what's underground, what I might not know about or whatever. And these artists, some of these artists deserve so much more shine than they are actually currently getting. That there's just such a huge demand for passion to come back. It's the same reason why shows like Bridgerton, for example, do so well, because it's all about passion, the pining, the love, the romance. Like this is what people are actually yearning for. Well, women for example, okay, because I don't know too many men who are excited about Bridgerton, but women, for example, you're looking for the passion, you're looking for that, like, you know, sometimes you just want to have a night out with your partner, you just want to like dance with them, you want to hold them tight, you want to make love, like passionate make love music. There are some songs that it just makes you giddy, it just makes you feel like, damn, like I need that person to really, you know, bring out these other sides of me and whatnot. And I feel like now, since it's just, you know, so much raunchiness, all we're pretty much getting is hookup music. It's not even music that you want to be in a bedroom setting for. Like it's just not, you know. As the consumers, we have so much power in our hands. Like, we as the consumers, like we actually could dictate what it is that we want to hear based on our downloads, based on our streams, based on this, based on that. Like, and we're gonna have to encourage more artists that support or fall in line with the things that we actually want to hear from our artists. The music that we have right now is definitely not timeless, and I hate that for us, and I really hope that we're able to fix that and turn that around. So 2026, I hope that we are going to be hearing some fresh new sounds, fresh new music, people getting back to the roots of our vulnerability, back to the roots of our feelings and whatnot. Just get back connected with a lot of that. We have so many things that are ripping us apart, and it's only us here on this planet. Like we need each other in a lot of ways. So I hope that we can make one small step with music and move further on from there. Anyway, if you like my vibe, do subscribe, drop down in the comments, let me know your thoughts. Do you feel like we're making any music nowadays that's timeless? Like, do you feel like the music that we have is actually good? Do you feel like I'm tripping, I don't know what I'm talking about? And, you know, just let me know your thoughts. So anyway, I will see you in the next video. Mwah. I hope it won't be as long as it's been, but anyhow, I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.